clients of Washington County Industries were thrilled to move into their new facility, the former Reed's grocery store in Springfield, in 2010. The purchase of this new facility came about through a joint venture between Washington County Fiscal Court and Communicare and a grant from the state.
Washington County Fiscal Court got involved in the Communicare building, the new building. It seems like several years ago. It's been positive from the very beginning. I was just excited that the court received it. They felt like this was a very worthy cause, and the grant went through almost at lightning speed. I've applied for several other grants and never had any other grant go through that quickly because it met all the criteria. It was for low to moderate income. It was taking an unused building and putting it back into activity. It was for economic development. It just met all the criteria. It was a perfect match for what the Department of Local Government was looking for their granting process.
This state-of-the-art facility is the latest chapter in a long history for Washington County Industries in the community.
We got involved with Washington County Industries because we had a child with a disability, and there was absolutely at that time nothing for them to do. The school wasn't educating them. They were just usually staying at home. And we had a child, and we wanted more for her than just sitting home watching TV.
Washington County Industries uses a workshop approach in their facility, and the clients perform a job while they are at the center.
The advantage of a workshop situation like we have here versus hospitalization is significant. From quality of life area, their quality of life, they can lead a normal life, they can be among family, friends, do typical things that individuals, as everybody else does in everyday life. But there's also a major advantage as far as cost. And facilities like this here across the state have helped Kentucky lead in this area of deinstitutionalization. The individuals just truly love the work. The behaviors are improved with work. They are very proud to get their paycheck. I don't care how big it is. It's just as important, if not more important to them than our paycheck is to us, because that's what everybody else around them does. It's very normal. It's very natural.
You know, there was the story about Arthur, who was 67 years old when he was referred to us, and the first day he was there, you know, he just worked like he'd been working for 30 years. A tremendous hard worker. When he got his first check, a few weeks later, I learned that was the first check he had ever gotten in 67 years. And he cried when he got that first check. And that's always stuck with me, because people take things for granted. They take money for granted. You know, here this person was 67 years old and had never been given an opportunity to work. He worked for us for 7 years and still was the hardest worker that we've ever had there.
The Washington County Industries workshop facilities have evolved over the last 40 years into what they are currently using, the former Reed's grocery store.
The first shelter workshop was out on Old Walnut Street, just outside of town, and it was what was known as the Elliott Nursing Home. Then the Washington County Association for Men Retarded built the building next door. It's a metal building, and we have had around 20 individuals in that building. And it has grown and grown until we just ran short of space.
The grant to purchase the grocery store for Washington County Industries also had an economic development impact on the Washington County community.
You know, you look at just the economic impact, look what it does for taking a building that was empty and refurbishing it and being able to make it a part and a viable use to your community. A lot of folks will remember the building as the Reed's Foodland building. It was empty for about 4 years. Our Washington County workshop had outgrown its facility. It needed additional space. With this building, we were able to get a $500 million grant a community development block grant to go along with funds and private funds that we're also looking to raise right now. But some of those funds that were put together here really did a great job in remodeling this building, but also for not just some of the staff that was existing, but it's created some new jobs. It's brought in some office space where CommuniCare had individuals who are working in the field. Now what they're going to be able to do is they're going to have a location to be able to work from. They're going to be able to work from this building and have office space instead of maybe working out of their car, out of their home, or at another location. It gives them a nice central location. So from an economic development standpoint, when you take a building and make it useful again, and when you create jobs, then it is definitely a big part of our economic development in Springfield, Washington County.
Although the CDBG grant did pay for the purchase of Reed's Grocery Store building for Washington County Industries, there are still some needs that should be addressed at the facility.
The fundraising efforts for the ongoing maintenance and for some future improvement to this building, such as the parking lot, it's not been paved or relined for many years, and that needs to be done. That will just further beautify the space and will just make it a much more usable building. There's probably some roof issues that are going to have to be dealt with somewhere in the future, but not immediately. So we need more funding, and we certainly need to help CommuniCare because they've made a tremendous investment here in Springfield and to the people of Washington County. And so we need to help them offset some of the expenses that they've already incurred. And so they came to me, asked if I would be involved because they know how I feel about this whole project, how excited I was and still am about this project. And so I've agreed to be one of the chairpersons in the fundraising effort. And we're planning to roll out the fundraising very soon, and hopefully we can excite the people of Washington County to see that we're able to do something for a segment of our community that there's really not been a lot done for in the past several years.
Right now they've set a dollar amount at $500,000 that they have planned to raise. So that's a goal that is set, and I think in any goal you set that to go along with some of the infrastructure that is not only planned, but also some of the work that's already been done here at this facility. So if you come and look at some of the work that's already been done, seeing the CommuniCare investment, some of that money will go back in to help with that. But I think with that goal, it's very achievable for Springfield, Washington County to reach that. Nelson County had a goal with their CommuniCare facility of $1.5 million. People stepped up. This is a worthwhile cause to get involved with. This is really a great way, if you want to help your community, helping out the Washington County Workshop is a great way to do that.
I would like to say to the people of Washington County that they will know whatever they donate will stay 100% in Washington County. I would like to say that nothing that they have ever given in the past has ever left Washington County. Everything that is given stays in this project. Thank you for what you have done in the past. We do need your help. Again, every cent that you would donate would go into the remodeling of this building. We absolutely love all the people in Washington County, and that they have been so faithful to us, and I will never forget them.
Come on, let's finish, John.